are in the studio, and I'm so pleased to welcome Pam Sutton, who's the head of the Resident Life Department. And I'm sure you have many things to give us updates on, Pam, and I'm happy to see you made it through all the, well, maybe a little snow out there.
Just a little. It really wasn't much. I mean, I'm so glad that the snow didn't impact a lot. What I really want to start out first by saying is really acknowledging the wonderful staff that we have throughout the campus. I had an opportunity this morning to speak with some of the young men from general services, from housekeeping, just the diligence that every department showed throughout the weekend to make sure that everything was safe and secure here on campus. So really would like to, on behalf of Resident Life, thank all of the staff that came in and stayed without fail. True dedication.
I would like to, on behalf of residents, just say our gratitude, because I understand there were some 200 staff people that spent several nights here just to be sure that everything was managed well, and that's really, and they were not coerced, they were not paid extra, they were just volunteered to do that, which is really something amazing.
It really is. It really goes to show the dedication that our staff shows. So I wanted to start with leading in with that. We do have a few updates that are occurring with Resident Life, actually quite a few things that will be happening just this week. So I'm glad that they were able to clean off the roads well enough so that staff could get in, so that we could make sure that we didn't miss a beat with some of these wonderful opportunities. So I'll start first with, on the 28th, we actually have our annual memorial that will be celebrated in our chapel at 2 p.m. And that is an acknowledgement of all of our residents that we lost in 2015. Really just having an opportunity just to remember them and to think about what a blessing they all were to our lives.
And that is a very, very moving and wonderful service. I've been here long enough to have attended several times, so if you haven't experienced that, folks, please try to come.
Absolutely. I actually had an opportunity to speak with Lois yesterday, and so our manager over pastoral ministries, and she had an opportunity to, she was putting just a few more finishing touches. So I am sure that it will be a wonderful service. So I hope to see many of the residents there. The very next day, this is my first opportunity being able to witness this on campus, although I understand they've had them in years past, is it's Green Spring Has Talent.
Yes.
And so it's a wonderful opportunity for residents and for staff to work together and to show off some of their talent here on campus. I know that I'm excited to be able to attend. I don't necessarily have a talent, but I'm really looking forward to attending that. And that's going to be held in the Village Square Theater, and that's going to start at 2 p.m. I do know that they did have rehearsals last week, so fortunately we got it in right before the snow, so that was good. So really looking forward to that.
Well, that should be fun. It's, I know it's happened a number of times, and it is always fun to experience and to see and be part of.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds like there's quite a lot of entertainment, so I'm really truly looking forward to that. We also have, coming up in February, it's time again for our forums. We did receive the results back from resident satisfaction, so we will be conducting each department will be conducting our forums for Resident Life. Ours is scheduled for February 11th. The flyers, the information will be going up very soon with that. And we're going to do something a little different this year. We will be using the Village Square Theater as well as the Akatank. And so what will happen is that there will be two departments that will be reporting on their resident information, their results. And then what will happen is that then those groups will switch locations so that residents can have an opportunity to benefit from hearing from all of the departments. So hopefully that will go off without a hitch this year.
Well, my understanding is that the folks who are there to listen don't have to move. it's the leaders that move.
Absolutely. We are the ones that are going to be running back and forth. So please excuse us if things may seem a little disorganized at first, but we really will be making sure that all of the information is already located in each location, so that hopefully when we make the transition, when the two departments swap locations, that should go off very smoothly.
It's easier than having the whole group of residents swap.
Absolutely. It's much easier having around 3 or 4 people
Right.
change locations. Absolutely. And that was certainly the
No,
entire
that's a good
plan.
idea.
And then that way, you don't have to worry about coming for multiple days for each department or multiple times. So, you just kind of spend that 2-hour block of time, and you're able to get information from both of the departments.
Sounds like a good arrangement.
Yes. The only thing that's going to be a little different this year is that what we're looking at is grouping all things medical, if you will, in the same day. So as everyone is aware of with Resident Life, we also have our ancillary lines, which is our home support, our certified home health, and our hospice lines. They, though, are actually going to be reporting, I believe it's on the 9th. So they will be reporting along with the medical center, with outpatient rehab, and with Garden Ridge.
Well, that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I just didn't want anyone to feel when they come on the 11th to hear the reports from Resident Life, I don't want anyone to be concerned, well, I missed the information, in regarding ancillary. So because that will actually be on a separate day. But it should
thank
go
you
over
for
very
that.
well. Of course, of course. Other than that, we've had our wonderful opportunity to have our first meeting with our Resident Life Committee. So really excited to see a lot of wonderful things coming, and just really showing even more of a collaboration between the residents here at Green Spring and our Resident Life department. So we have a new chairperson, and that is Marie Lee. And she's doing just a fantastic job. So lots of interesting things that's going to be occurring this year with the Resident Life Committee.
Well, and I understand that the ancillary health group is a separate committee this year. I learned yesterday at the council meeting, so that I'm sure is helpful, because that was a huge task that you had to deal with.
Absolutely, and I think that it's so important to really work on, again, that collaboration between ancillary and the residents. So I think that committee, expecting amazing things from that committee, and just even more collaboration and communication with the residents regarding what are changes in ancillary, what's new, what we're doing that's innovative. There are a few things that we're looking to roll out for 2016. One of those things, and I'm sure that as we get closer, that Nancy J will talk more about this, but one of the things we're looking to do is offering a concierge service. So let's say that a resident doesn't necessarily need someone for multiple days during the week or for multiple hours. Let's say that someone, for example, is moving in, and maybe they just need some assistance just for one day. Or someone is transitioning from inpatient rehab over at Garden Ridge and needs to come back home and needs just some additional support to bring their luggage or items from Garden Ridge back to their apartment. So those are services that we're looking at starting in 2016, so it's good things to come from
Well,
Resident Life.
there are always good things coming here when we live at Green Spring.
Absolutely. One of the other things, and it's just barely getting off the ground, so we're in the very beginning stages, but we were looking at offering a Resident Life newsletter. And we were thinking, that's probably one thing that's been missing for a while. We've had several departments, such as pastoral ministries. I know that in years past, community resources also had a newsletter. But what we were looking at is, let's do something inclusive of all of the departments in Resident Life. So then that way, if you want to know what's going on, you can grab your newsletter and you can find out all of the latest information. So we're getting together a subcommittee now that will actually be working on putting the layout together and the newsletter together as each department submits articles.
That's excellent. I mean, we have the village news, but can't do as much detail as you could do in that kind of a publication. So that's great. Thank you.
Oh, of course. So everyone look forward to that. We are actually trying to roll that out by the end of the first quarter.
Ah. Well, I know there are folks in the community who write very well when I've read the newsletters that do come out. So that's great.
And absolutely, one of the things that we have talked about as a committee is actually having the new residents submit an article. We're looking at starting every other month. We'll see how that goes. If there's a lot of positive feedback, then we will do everything we can to move to a monthly newsletter. But it would be wonderful, certainly, to have residents submitting articles as well. So maybe there might be an article from the committee.
Committee, somebody from the committee might be able to help with that.
Absolutely. That's one of the things we were just thinking about, that perhaps we can even have an article that is submitted by the Resident Life Committee so that we can also see and all the residents can be aware of what are the things that the committee and Resident Life is working on together. So yes, look forward to it.
Yes. So the new year is bringing lots of good things.
Lots of good things, yes. I know we started out a little slow, especially with the snow. So, but I'm looking at the rest of 2016.
The snow wasn't slow.
It wasn't slow,
Came
but
with a bam,
I
a
don't
boom.
know. I don't know if I necessarily want to consider it one of the good things that's going to be happening in 2016, but
Well, in some ways it's a good thing because a lot of us had to stay in and you sort of contemplate, what's going on in your life and maybe your future and what you hope to do and sort of things like that.
That's true. It certainly gives you an opportunity to catch up on things that you haven't had a chance to do in a while because you're sort of trapped in the house. I know that for my 8-year-old son, he's ecstatic that there's so much snow out there on the ground.
No more school, not even school today.
Not even school today, and honestly, I don't see it happening tomorrow either. So, so for young ones, they're enjoying it. I don't know about the rest of us.
Well, I had the urge to go out and make a snow angel, but I didn't do it.
That would have been wonderful.
I don't know, maybe, whatever. But anyhow, I think we're all, maybe have 30 seconds left. You got 30 seconds?
Oh, goodness, 30 seconds. Let's see. There's so many things that's going on. What I will say in 30 seconds is wait to see all of the wonderful things that will be coming out of Resident Life.
Well, and we'll all look forward to that and hearing from you whenever it's your turn to come on Channel 6. Thank you so much, Pam.
Thank you.